What's up, Spud Nation? Week 6 NFL Fantasy Football. Thanks for checking us out. We are thesportscoach.com. Hey, you want to get in touch with me? Email me, Craig, C-R-A-I-G, at thesportscoach.com. Find me on YouTube, The Sports Coach channel, and also Twitter. My handle is at thesportscoach. Hey, guys, this is what we do here. I'm helping you guys. All your fantasy football needs, wants, questions are answered right here. Before we get started with any of that, October, as you well know, anyone who's been watching the NFL, you can see all the pink out there. It is Breast Cancer Awareness. I'm decked out in the pink. I'm here. I'm supporting the cause. We here at The Sports Coach, we support you. Anyone who's going through and fighting the fight of breast cancer, thoughts are with you. Anyone who has lost someone, we're here. Hey, thoughts are with you. We're sending good vibes your way. Guys, it's a great thing to donate to the cause. Hit up the V Foundation. Donate cancer research. That's what it's there for. It's here to help us. Also, give your mom, girlfriend, sister, any female out there, give them a hug, a kiss, tell them you love them. Every minute is important and special. All right, guys, Spud Nation, we are ready. Let's get to it. Week 6, NFL. Get your maximum lineup ready. We got bye weeks to deal with. Panthers, Bears, Jaguars, and Saints. Some big-name quarterbacks are out this week due to byes, so we're going to have to fill those slots accordingly. Also, some other big news. Well, is it big news? I don't know. Ryan Williams, the running back for the Cardinals, out for the year. All you people who emailed me and told me how great Ryan Williams was and how wrong I was about him, well, we'll just move forward with that. Hey, you know what? You swing for the fences sometimes. Thursday night football. Pittsburgh taking on Tennessee. Big Ben, I have him coming in at number 6. I love his matchup. Tennessee's been gashed everywhere, and Ben is going to take advantage. Mendenhall looked great in his return. Split carries almost 50-50 with Isaac Redman. Mendenhall had 14 for 81 yards and a touchdown. Redman, 13 for 41 yards. Not pretty. Mendenhall is the guy. Look for his carries to increase. Production will go up. Mendenhall, I have him number 11. So a nice pickup if you ran out there and picked him up off the waiver wire. Heath Miller, tight end. Tight ends, what do they do to Tennessee? They score touchdowns. Heath Miller has just been a monster this year with 4 touchdowns already. Look for him to find the end zone again this week versus Tennessee. I have Miller coming in at number 3 overall for tight ends this week. Antonio Brown dropped off from last week. I have him coming in at number 31. So maybe a wide receiver 3 or a flex play. And Mike Wallace, I like his matchup this week. Big Ben is going to throw a lot. Look for Mike Wallace to have a nice week. I have him at number 9 overall for wide receivers. Tennessee, the real Chris Johnson is back as usual. Have him coming in at number 29 versus that Pittsburgh defense. Chris Johnson is not making friends in that locker room as we speak anyway, calling his teammates out, looking for people to make big plays. Well, they're paying him a ton of money. He should be the one making the plays, but he can't do it. Number 29, more than likely a bench play for all you out there in Spud Nation. Kendall Wright, I love this kid. Matt Hasselbeck seems to like him. 11 targets. He had 9 catches. I have him coming in at number 35, though. You know what? It is the Titans. They are who they are, and they're going to struggle against that Pittsburgh D. And lastly, Jared Cook coming in at number 20 overall for tight ends. Not a pretty sight. Again, just not in love with Tennessee's offense as they're going to struggle. Sunday, Kansas City taking on Tampa Bay. Jamal Charles just keeps doing his thing. I have him coming in at number 7 for running backs. Dwayne Bowe at number 6 for wide receivers. I know Brady Quinn's probably going to get the nod. You got to throw it to somebody, and Dwayne Bowe will be that guy. He's the guy on the receiving end of the passes. They look to him early, often, and there's really no one else on that team. So, Jamaal Charles, Dwayne Bowe, both should be in your lineup. Tampa Bay, Josh Freeman. It's a nice matchup against Kansas City. I have Freeman coming in at number 16, so more than likely on your bench. Doug Martin. Team's been running all right on Kansas City, so Doug Martin, I have him coming in at number 13. Let me tell you, I'm getting a little concerned with Doug Martin. His value was in all his carries. LeGarrette Blount stole a freaking goal line touchdown from him last game. Bummer to see that. Doug Martin's carries have been slowly going down. So we'll see what Tampa Bay has in store for him coming off the bye week. Vincent Jackson, I have him at number 5 for your wide receivers. He gets a ton of targets. He's a beast out there. Vincent Jackson, number 5 overall for wide receivers. And Mike Williams coming in at number 32 for your wide receiver core. Maybe a wide receiver 3, more than likely a bench play. Colts, Jets. Andrew Luck is looking like the real deal. The one thing he has going for him in the fantasy football world is the Colts throw all the time. They have no running game. They throw the ball. Andrew Luck, he looks good. He's got receivers to throw to. I like Andrew Luck, number 9 for your quarterbacks this week. Reggie Wayne coming in at number 8, coming off that monster game. Cromartie looked tough last night. Looked like he can cover someone. Reggie Wayne is that savvy veteran, though. Number 8 for your wide receivers. Reggie Wayne is a play this week. I also like T.Y. Hilton. 9 targets last week. Luck likes this guy. He likes throwing his way. Hilton's numbers will continue to increase. He'll get more catches, not just targets. I like Hilton at number 29 for your wide receivers this week. Maybe a flex play. Or if your receivers are on bye, Hilton would be a nice wide receiver 3 to slide in there. For the Jets, it's ugly all over the place. Sean Green is a bench play. Jeremy Curley looks like he's their guy at wide receiver. If you're really struggling for wide receivers, Curley is a nice play, but I have him ranked number 43 overall for wide receivers. He is in the low tier of wide receivers that you're looking for. Cincinnati taking on Cleveland. I have Andy Dalton coming in at number 7 overall for your quarterbacks. He's got a ton of weapons. They throw the ball a lot. I just like what Dalton can bring to the table. And that Cleveland secondary, although they get Joe Hayden back, is not spectacular. Benjarvis Green-Ellis, number 19 for your running backs. A possible flex play. Maybe a running back 2. I'm not sold on Green-Ellis. He has been less than special this season. A.J. Green, number 3 overall for your wide receivers. He's a wide receiver 1. And Andrew Hawkins, number 30. This might be a little low for him. He is lightning in a bottle. They look to him. He seems to be wide receiver number 2 for them. I like him. Number 30. I like him as a nice flex play. Wide receiver 3. Especially if you're looking to fill a spot left by maybe a Marquise Colston or maybe Brandon Marshall. Move him up your depth chart, slide him into your lineup. For Cleveland, Brandon Weeden is looking okay. He's not making your lineup better this week, so he's a bench play. Trent Richardson, number 12 overall for running backs. The guy gets touches. Plain and simple. Cincinnati's run D is pretty decent, but Trent Richardson will continue to get touches, which turns into points for that kid. I mentioned Jordan Norwood a couple weeks ago. Now everyone's on him. He's 9 targets, continues to be targeted, but again, the Cleveland passing game, nothing special. So unless you are desperately searching for a wide receiver, don't get crazy and don't run out there and pick this guy up. Lions, Eagles, Matthew Stafford, can he come back? Can he rebound after a bye? He's going against a tough secondary. I have Stafford coming in Number 12 for quarterbacks, Mikel LeSure. Number 16 for running backs. Eagles D is much better than what they get credit for. They have good corners. Defensive line is pretty solid. The Lions, although a great offense, this is going to be a battle of wills, butting heads. I still have Calvin Johnson, Megatron, rated number 2 overall at wide receiver, so he's a start. Brandon Pettigrew, number 8 at tight end. Yeah, I mean, he's a low-tier guy. Depending on who you have, maybe you have a bye week, Jimmy Graham, maybe Brandon Pettigrew sitting there on your bench. If so, Pettigrew is a nice play as he comes in the top 10 for tight ends. Michael Vick, number 4 for your quarterbacks. Yeah, he turns the ball over a ton, but he never went against a horrible secondary like the Detroit Lions. And I'm saying this as a Lions fan. They are absolutely miserable back there. Vick should tear them apart. Look for big games from his receivers, from his tight end, and especially Shady McCoy. So Vick, number 4 at quarterback. McCoy, number 2 at running back. D-Jax and Jeremy Maclin have Deshaun Jackson, number 12. Jeremy Maclin, number 16. I look for Maclin to get a touchdown this week. Maclin, I'm telling you guys, it's only a matter of time. Vick and him will find their rhythm again. Maclin will become relevant in the fantasy world. Brent Selleck coming in at number 7, just ahead of Brandon Pettigrew, so plan accordingly. Oakland, Atlanta. You want to talk about an aerial assault that's about to happen? Atlanta is going to go bonkers here. Matt Ryan, the number 1 quarterback overall. Look for a humongous output from Atlanta in general. Michael Turner, number 6 at running back. Roddy White, number 1 receiver. Julio Jones, number 10. And Tony Gonzalez, number 1 tight end. That's a lot of number 1s coming from one team. But Oakland cannot stop anything through the air. Look for Atlanta to just pound the Raiders. Oakland has Carson Palmer coming in at number 17. Probably not cracking your top 10, your fantasy starting lineup. But, again, if you're struggling, if you're looking for a waiver wire pickup, Carson Palmer coming in at number 17. I mean, the Raiders are going to have to throw the ball. McFadden hasn't been running spectacular. He catches the ball a lot. They have a great tight end. Palmer's going to throw, so that gives you opportunity for points. McFadden comes in at number 15 at running back. Brandon Myers, number 9 overall tight end. I'm telling you guys, I've been talking about this kid. He gets a lot of targets. Targets turn into catches. Catches hopefully will turn into touchdowns. This guy just does everything but score touchdowns. If he finds the end zone, he's going to become a household name quickly. So check him out. Brandon Myers, number 9 tight end for the Oakland Raiders. Hayward Bay coming in at number 41. Denarius Moore coming in at number 37 for your wide receivers. Not cracking starting lineups. Rams, Sam Bradford, a bench play. Steven Jackson, number 17, running back. Dolphins run D, pretty solid up there. And this is where it's going to get interesting. Danny Amendola, done. What are you going to do at wide receiver? Right now it looks like Brandon Gibson. I have him coming in at number 22 for the wide receiver rankings. It looks like he's going to be their guy. But beyond that, what are you going to do? Chris Givens had a nice long catch. We had Brian Quick, might get some play. I hyped the living hell out of this kid before the season. I reached in my draft to get this guy. I was in love with Brian Quick. Everything I read said this guy was ahead of schedule. He was fantastic. Brian Quick, blah, blah, blah. Well, this could be his opportunity to get out onto the field. Could this be? I don't know. Keep an eye on it. Don't run out. Don't get crazy. Brandon Gibson right now looks like the only sure thing in St. Louis. For the Dolphins, Ryan Tannehill, he looks like he's starting to become a relevant quarterback. He's still not cracking starting lineups this week, but if you're really reaching, Rams defense is better than you think. So I would go with a guy like Brandon Weeden probably before Ryan Tannehill right now. But you know what? Tannehill's more than likely a free agent, so do what you please. Reggie Bush coming in at number 10 for your running backs. Brian Hartline, number 20 for your receivers. And Devon Best, number 33 for your wide receivers overall. Cowboys, Romo, number 13 overall for your quarterbacks. Murray, number 20 for your running backs. Miles Austin, a little low, but Baltimore Ravens D. What are you going to do? Miles Austin, number 16, wide receiver. Dez Bryant, number 25, wide receiver, as drops have just been killing fantasy owners all season long. Jason Witten came on strong, got some garbage points when they put in a good quarterback at the end of the game. But Witten will be right back into normalcy. He'll be number 10 tight end overall. For the Ravens, Flacco, number 10 overall quarterback. Ray Rice, number 4 running back. Anquan Bolden, who continues to get more and more targets every week. Number 14 wide receiver. Torrey Smith, number 23 wide receiver. Cowboys have very good corners. And Dennis Pitta. Everyone who was in love with this guy. I liked him for 2 weeks. He had a ton of targets. Past 2 games, he had 6 targets. Pitta is not a starting tight end in your lineup anymore. You burned me 3 weeks in a row. I don't need ya. Pitta, adios. Bills, Ryan Fitzpatrick, number 9. That's right, top 10 quarterback. I like his matchup against the Cardinals. The Bills throw a lot. If interceptions don't hurt your score, Fitzpatrick, top 10 quarterback. CJ Spiller, number 21. Fred Jackson, number 22. I don't know what to make of the Bills' running back situation. I'm staying away from it for now. And the Cardinals have a pretty solid run D. Stevie Johnson, number 13 wide receiver, and Scott Chandler, number 12 tight end. I like Stevie Johnson in this game. Look for him to have a touchdown. Cardinals, Kevin Cobb, number 20 overall. He's not making your starting lineup. The running back situation. It's going to be as horrible as it was with Ryan Williams. But if you're looking for guys to pick up, there's Powell and Larod Stevens Howling. They're splitting carries. It's going to be awful. I like guys like Jacquizz Rodgers, Kendall Hunter better than these two starting running backs right now. So steer clear. Larry Fitz, I have him coming in at number 4. Look for a nice, solid game from this guy. And Andre Roberts, talking about him again, number 24. Look for Roberts. I like him to find the end zone this week. Should be a nice, sneaky play deep in your league. Patriots, Seattle. This game has been giving me fits since I looked at the schedule. Seattle is one of the most, if not the best, pass defensive teams in the league. Their corners are big, they're physical, they're strong, they're fast. They shut people down and they make great quarterbacks look very pedestrian. Well, they have a great quarterback coming to town right now, and you know what? I'm saying Tom Brady, number 5 overall quarterback. I like Stephen Ridley, number 9 running back. That up-tempo run game that they're using, Ridley is benefiting greatly. Wes Welker, number 15. Someone's going to have to catch balls. Welker, that underneath stuff, is going to be efficient. That's what he does, slowly kills teams. So Welker, number 15. Brandon Lloyd, going to struggle. Brandon Lloyd is a deep threat. They want to throw long to him. Seattle is just going to punch him in the mouth. I have Lloyd at number 34. I have Gronk coming in at number 2 for tight ends overall. And it looks like Aaron Hernandez is making his return. I have him coming in at number 11. Most weeks, Hernandez will be ranked in my top 10. But we'll see how he comes back. It'll probably be a slow progression. So number 11 for Aaron Hernandez. Giants 49ers. For the Giants, I have Eli Manning coming in at number 11. That is if he can get out of the fetal position with those 49ers punishing that offense. Eli's going to be under a lot of pressure. He might as well curl up into a ball because that's what the 49ers defense does to you. I look at Manning, number 11 overall. Ahmad Bradshaw, running backs are irrelevant against the 49ers, so number 24 overall, coming off that huge game. I know it's tough. Victor Cruz, number 7. This guy leads the league in touchdowns, so that's why I'm giving him respect in the top 10. It's a very difficult matchup against the 49ers. Dominic Hickson, number 39. Ruben Randall, number 38. And Martellus Bennett, number 13. It's tough because the Giants' offense is so powerful. But the 49ers are the 49ers. Teams can't run against them. They're going to have to try to throw. That offensive line better be on their A game because they get after the quarterback and they're nasty. If you have other matchups, someone you can slide in, an Andre Roberts instead of a Ruben Randall, or T.Y. Hilton maybe instead of Dominic Hickson, go for it. I know Eli, great quarterback. I just think the 49ers defense is that strong. For the 49ers, Alex Smith, humongous question mark with this guy. This could be Colin Kaepernick's time, guys. He's looked great. He can run. If Kaepernick's out there, he's going to give you some fantasy value, and a lot of it more than likely. He can run. He can throw. He's going to be a great fit when the 49ers stick him in there. Keep an eye on the injury report. Alex Smith, middle finger, they've been saying it's a huge concern right now. So we'll see come Friday, Saturday, what they're saying. Frank Gore, number 5 running back. He just continues to impress. Vernon Davis, number 4 overall tight end. And Michael Crabtree, number 26 wide receiver. Vikings, Redskins. Christian Ponder, number 14 quarterback. Adrian Peterson, another top 10 ranking. He's number 8 for running backs. I look for him to have a great week against Washington. Percy Harvin, stud, number 9 wide receiver. And Kyle Rudolph, number 6 tight end. Washington, will RG3 play? If he does, I have him at a number 8 quarterback rating. Alfred Morris. It hurt me to rank this guy this low. This is just out of respect for the Vikings run D. They've been punching people right in the mouth. So Alfred Morris, number 14 for running backs. Pierre Garçon, number 27 for receiver. And Fred Davis, number 17 for your tight ends. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, number 2. That's right, number 2 quarterback overall. Alex Green, number 18. I love this kid. When they drafted him, I loved him. He has great hands. He's fast, gets to the hole quickly. Look for big things from this guy down the road. He's going against the Texans. Run D is pretty solid, but Alex Green, he'll catch his screen passes. He'll be involved in the offense. And right now, it looks like he is the guy in Green Bay. It's all about opportunity. Make the most of it, kid, right here. Alex Green, number 18, running back. This is a waiver wire guy. If you didn't get him, go out there and get Alex Green. I'm sure everyone is, but hopefully you have that number 1 slot on your waiver wire. Greg Jennings, will he play? I don't know. James Jones. James Jones' value is solely based on Greg Jennings. If Greg Jennings plays, Jones' value drops into the late 20s. If Jennings does not play, James Jones is a number 11 overall wide receiver. Jones is tied for the league lead in touchdowns with 5. A lot of value here. So keep an eye on the injury report. If Jennings plays, I have him slotted in at number 11. Jordy Nelson, number 17 for the Packers at wide receiver. He just can't handle being the number 1 guy in Green Bay. When he is the number 1 receiver, when Jennings is out, Jordy Nelson's numbers have been junk. So if he gets that number 2 slot again, say Jennings is playing, Nelson's value goes up a little bit, put him in the 13-14 range. Without Greg Jennings, he drops down to number 17. Jermichael Finley, I am through with this guy. He's ranked number 19 for me. All the talent in the world, just never produces. He drops balls. He doesn't score touchdowns. He does little to no good for your fantasy team. Texans, Matt Schaub, I have him at number 19. I know he's a great quarterback. I know they keep winning. He just doesn't throw touchdowns. Owen Daniels is the beneficiary once a game. But beyond that, there isn't much more productivity at a fantasy level. Arian Foster, number 1 running back, cuts into a lot of Matt Schaub's points. So that's why Schaub is number 19 and not a starter in your lineup. Andre Johnson, number 14 for your wide receivers. He disappears at times. Green Bay will give him a lot of attention. And Owen Daniels, I have him at number 5 for tight ends overall rank. Monday night game, Denver. Peyton Manning, number 3 quarterback. Willis McGahee, number 23 running back. Demaryius Thomas, number 12. Eric Decker, number 18. Jacob Tamme, number 14. If you're looking for a tight end right now that could possibly be on the waiver wire, Jacob Tamme sees a lot of targets, doesn't find the end zone. Joel Dreesen's been stealing a lot of those. But Tamme, targets, opportunity, pick him up, give him a look. For San Diego, Phillip Rivers, I'm looking at him coming in out of the top tier quarterbacks, not a starter in your league. He doesn't do enough for me, not enough productivity. 1 touchdown a game doesn't cut it. You can go out there and get Brandon Weeden for that. So Rivers, not a starter. Ryan Matthews looked great, number 9 overall running back. Malcolm Floyd, number 36 receiver. Antonio Gates, number 21 tight end. Again, bum, he's dead. There you go, Spud Nation. Any more questions, comments, concerns, hit me up. You know all the sources. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, my website. Hit me up. I'm here to help you guys. Let's go out there. Let's get some W's. Week 6, Spud Nation. Good luck to you all. And again, hug your sister, mom, love her. Do it up, guys. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Till next time, we're out.